You're working hard in a job you don't particularly like, living out your perpetual Groundhog Day where you get paid enough to survive, but not enough to really live. Now, I don't know why you clicked on this video. Maybe you thought it was just a meme or a nostalgia trip. But if you watch this video to the end, I honestly think you'll learn more about making money than you did during your entire school education. There are 4 rules you need to know, but rule number 1 is be the employer, not the employee. When you're an employee working for someone else, you get paid a set amount of money per hour or per month or per year. Essentially, you're trading your most precious resource, your time, in exchange for money, which means there's always a limit on how much money you can make because your time is limited. The reason Mr. Krabs is portrayed as the richest person in the show is because he's the entrepreneur. He makes money even whilst he's not working, because he's hired employees to do the work for him. And not only does he own the Krusty Krab, he sets up countless other businesses to Krusty Towers, Krabby Land, Krusty Sponge Front Range. Now I know what you're thinking to start a business. I needed some money in the first place. Right, wrong. The internet has totally changed what's possible. Quite literally, anyone can start a business from the comfort of their own home. Because to start a business doesn't need to be something elaborate. You just need a product or service and customers willing to buy it. And then you're in business. Let's look at an example. Maybe you have a particular skill or interest other people would like to learn. You could create a free YouTube channel. Post educational videos teaching others and you'll get paid the more views they get. You'll also be able to get sponsors and brands to pay you even more money to promote their products within your videos. Using the profits from that, you can then hire other people to help you make even more videos, which means you can earn even more money. You'll also then have time to start creating some paid premium products for your loyal fans who want to learn even more from you. So maybe you set up an on-demand course with all your best lessons, and you can sell that as a digital product over and over again, with no additional work required on your parts. Congratulations, you now have multiple revenue streams bringing in passive income, and it cost you $0 to get started. Now, that's just one of many possibilities. And just because it's simple doesn't mean it's easy. However, the principles are always the same. The people who get rich are generally the ones who stopped trading their time for a set wage within a traditional job, and instead create something to sell and eventually hire other people to help them sell even more. So think how you can become the employer, not the employee. Which brings us nicely to rule number 2. Don't obsess over money, obsess over solutions. Now we get to Mr. Krabs, his downfall, his obsession with money. And sure, wanting to make money is good. There's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to improve the quality of life for you. And those who care about money can also allow you to help others and make a positive change in the world. However, Mr. Krabs is constantly chasing money. It is only driving force behind decisions, which is actually counterintuitive. That desperation to make money at all costs leads him to become very short-term focused. He's always looking to cut corners, even if it means alienating his customers, sabotaging relationships, and reducing the quality of his products. The reality is that building wealth isn't about hoarding money and penny pinching. It's not about ripping someone else off and getting greedy. Money is really just a store of value. And so the more value you can create for the world, the more you will typically make. In other words, you make money by solving people's problems and finding better ways to give them what they want and need, which explains why Mr. Krabs' real success is the Krusty Krab. His one business that does provide something people actually want and need: tasty, fast food that people love. And so this mindset switch is crucial. Not asking how do I make money, but how do I solve problems people have, and how do I add value to their lives in some way with my product or service? Just think of the richest people in the real world. Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, created a way for people to buy almost any product imaginable without leaving their house and have it arrive in record-breaking speeds. Elon Musk, CEO of SpaceX and Tesla, is leading the way in renewable energy and space travel. The bigger the problem you're solving, generally, the more you'll be financially rewarded. It's almost a paradox. If Mr. Krabs wasn't so focused on preserving his existing money at all costs, you'd almost certainly make more of that if he instead invested in solving problems and creating more value for his customers. Getting rich doesn't have to be about greed or stealing from others. It can be about finding ways to give people what they want or need, and then money will come to you. Rule number 3, have the work ethic of SpongeBob and not Patrick. Every day, you have the choice to have the work ethic of either SpongeBob or Patrick. We all have a voice inside of saying, just take it easy, chill out, I'll do the important thing later. But that drives SpongeBob has to be the best at what he does to keep improving and working harder. That's the kind of drive you need. Because to get to a position where you have passive income coming in while you're running your own business, it's going to take some work up front. Nobody's just going to hand it all to you. The good news is you get to decide every day. You get to choose where you focus your attention. After watching this video, when you open up a new document and plan out some business ideas, or while you binge watch TV. Instead, the little choices you make every day determine your future. And your willpower is like a muscle. The more often you make the difficult choice to put in the work, rather than lazing around doing nothing, the stronger your willpower muscle gets and the easier it becomes. It's the same with your attitude and mindset. Viewing the world quite as depressingly as Squidward does is going to drain your energy. Whereas choosing to see things a bit more positively and optimistic has the opposite effect. Now, this doesn't mean you have to become some workaholic who never rests or never parties. And it doesn't mean you have to have some ridiculous over-the-top positivity. It just means what we choose to focus on is within our control, and getting rich, it just comes down to focusing on the right things as much as we can. It's about holding ourselves accountable to do the best we can and just trying to grow our willpower muscles a little more every day. So next time, you've got a decision to make. Decide which type of person you want to be. But now for the 4th and final rule, get your money working for you. Okay, so let's say you follow those first 3 rules. You start a business on the side. You start thinking more like an employer than an employee. You create a low-cost, scalable product or service that solves a genuine problem some people have, and you work hard to tell. By this point, you're gonna have some money come in. But what you do next is the deciding factor in whether you really become rich. Once you start getting money coming in, the temptation is to go and buy loads of cool stuff. But then you're still in that old pattern of working paycheck to paycheck. The people who become truly rich are more long-term focused, which means that rather than spending your money as soon as it comes in, you invest it so it can turn into even more money. Now, if you do set up some kind of small business, often the best investment you can make is back into that business, rather than keeping all the profits. Instead, hire more people or invest in systems and technology that can help automate and grow your business. Alternatively, invest that money into something like stocks. Do a little research on index funds and start putting some money into that instead of just a normal savings account, which has dreadful interest rates. The reason this is so powerful is because of compound interest. Here's an example. If from the age of 22, you invested just £78 a month, by the time you were 65, you'd likely have over £1 million saved because the interest you earn each year is automatically reinvested, which means the following year you get interest on the interest, and that just keeps on building and building. Now, I know you don't want to wait until you're 65 to become a millionaire, but the underlying message is what's crucial here. You find a way to make your money work for you. Invest in some of your income is how you're going to become and stay rich. So there you have it, 4 rules to getting rich. But before you click away, you might want to check out these videos right here, which will give you some more detailed and practical steps to follow. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell, smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.